everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. I come to you today with a few new supplies and some pages that I'm working on with the supplies, so I thought that I would go ahead and share that with you all today. So I'll go ahead and show the supplies first, and then we can get into the books and what I have been up to coloring wise. So the first thing that I got was the Ohuhu metallic acrylic paints. There's 24 metallic colors, and here they are up on the top. There's a silver, pearl white, pearl pink, pearl bright, pearl wine, pearl peach, pearl magenta, gold, pearl orange yellow, bronze, copper gold, pearl yellow, pearl bright, pearl purple, pearl pale, pearl sky blue, pearl turquoise, sea green, pearl celadon, pearl chrysoberyl, copper, silver gray, pearl black, and bright gold. I thought these would be a nice addition to some coloring pages. I will open them up and show you what we have here. So for instance, here is the pearl purple, and here is a pearl sky blue, and a copper gold, and a pearl peach, which is pinky in the bottle, a pearl bright red, and so on. And you get 24 of these, and I'll show you, I have swatched them out. It's kind of a crude swatch chart, but here we have the silver, the pearl white, the pearl pink. Just want to make sure that you can maybe see. I'll have to tilt the paper. The pearl bright red, the pearl wine red, the pearl peach, the magenta, the gold, the orange yellow, bronze, copper gold, pearl yellow, and so on. And I'll just put that up there to see if you could see all the sparkles and shimmers. They're really more beautiful in person. It's hard. I did get some water on my brush, so these two, for instance, are more faint, excuse me, than the actual color, but I wanted to go ahead and swatch them out prior to this video. So this one's really neat also. I love them all, even the pearl white on a black page. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I have a color tag with Disney Meg's Coloring on YouTube, and we decided to do one from this book, Hannah Carlson, Tales from the Midnight Masquerade, and this is the page that we chose, and this is the pearl black. So that's this one here down at the bottom. Got a hair on there. And so this is one coat. I could probably do another coat in some places. I also want to delineate an area where floor meets sky. So I'm probably going to do my own pattern down here at the bottom. And since this is already black, I was thinking about using some of these. So either like a plaid or maybe lines, circles, something to differentiate the two. So that's the one that we decided to work on, and I've started on the background, so I wanted you to see it in a book. And let me just see if I can get in a little closer so you can see the shine. I think these are great additions for coloring pages, and I am looking forward to continue to work on that and have fun sparkly things in there. So that is that. Let me just put these off my desk so I can show you the next exciting thing that I purchased, and that is the Kalour 300 pieces premium colored pencils, soft touch, premium expert. I do have several pencil sets, and I know, I would say that there's a group of folks that probably would just prefer to make their own colors within a set that they have. I'm one of those, and I can do that too. I fluctuate, but it's really nice to have 300 pencils because you're just reaching for your 2 or 3 colors that you want to blend, and you don't have to think about blending different colors to get the match that you want. So that was the reason behind the purchase. I know they had, I think last time they had 240, so I think this is the jump up from that. And I have to say, I have already started using them, and I'll show you in just a minute, but I figured we would unbox them, which is, there we go. Okay, so here we have all of the colors on the lid. I generally don't keep my pencils, except for my luminance pencils, in the box. I do transfer them to cases. But 300 beautiful colors. Let me just turn this around. Okay. So let me just try to put them out on the table maybe so you can see many of them at once rather than just going one tray at a time. Let's see if I can get that in camera. Let me move my pencil sharpener. Blues, greens. Okay. And then we have some purples. Some earthy tones. And some more of those. Sorry for all the noise. And then I'll have to stack. These are browns and grays. Here's some pastel colors. And then these. So that is all of them. It's a lot of pencils, but gorgeous. Gorgeous colors, and I will say that they are a good rival for me to Prismacolors. And I say that because they function, again, for me, similar to a Prismacolor, but I have more colors to choose from. So here is the swatch chart. And I got through 90 of them before I did this video. So here I'll show some of them to you. I went ahead and did a lighter going over twice on the right, and then 3 or 4 and a slight burnishing on the left so I could see the difference in the colors. And so here's some of your fluorescents. You have the metallics, and let me show you those metallics. Let me get them close to see if you could see. They're definitely metallic. Beautiful colors. Here's some of the blues. They all have names and numbers, as you can see, so I do love that. And I started a page in Magical Season by Lenka Filonenko. And I started this page with the Kalour pencils. So I have some cardinals and some of their feed, and these went on very smoothly. You can blend and layer. The way that I use my pencils, hold on, I see something that I need to take with my eraser real quick. Got a smudge. By the way, if you don't have one of these, they're fantastic, the AFMAT eraser. And I also have the AFMAT 6 to 12 millimeter electric pencil sharpener. So yeah, so I've just started. I wanted to lay down some color to see how it did. And so far, so good. I put a little bit of the metallic in the acorns. Let's see if you can see yet. Some there and some there. So yes, this is one of my, I think I'm up to 25 pages I'm trying to do in the month of November. So this is one of the 25. And looking forward to finishing this. And I'll try to use all Kalour on this page, and then sparkly things at the end. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I think it's definitely, for me, worth having the 300 pencil set. And I did get a case to go with, and it's Galaxy, and it is for 300 pencils. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting them in rainbow order when I get the chance, which hopefully will be sometime today. And let me put this in here so I don't lose it. And then I will put these back, but I'll fast forward you to the next part so you don't have to watch me put them back. Next I have these. I had already unboxed them. They are Ohuhu's metallic pens, and you have a brush nib, and then here you have your small nib for details. And I thought I would go ahead and swatch these on camera, because I thought that might be fun to see the colors. I'm going to use the brush end. So they have just the color on the tops. It's on both tops. They do not have color names on them or numbers, just to give you a heads up. But let's try this one out. Okay, there's a teal. Here is a blue. I'm always looking for something that can, you know, be that last thing that you put on a coloring page that just makes it pop. And so this and the acrylics that I got, as they say in cooking, chef's kiss. Got a bullet end on that. And an orange. another green. And more olive color green. And a purple. And this one is gold. It's a nice gold. It's kind of a copper color. It's kind of a green gold. Let's go up here. And the blue. We have a silver. And another kind of gold. I just love these. They're juicy markers. Got some warm tones, some cool tones. The brush end has the thicker band to tell the difference. Now that I'm swatching them, I realize that. And you have, and there's a white. That might be good for some details on some pages. I'll have to try it out for a detail. Actually, you know what? I'll keep this one to the side. We'll try this out on a page and see how it measures up to others. And here you go. Here are the swatches. It's snowing out here today in Pennsylvania, so hopefully lighting is allowing you to see the metallic. So yeah, it's a nice little set. And I look forward to using these on some pages. Let me just take all of these. Now that I know that the wide band is the brush nib, I'm going to keep them the same way. Go. Nice little set for sure. I also did get a Wink of Stella. I have not had one of these yet, and I have primed one. Let me see what Wink of Stella does over one of these metallics. Ooh, we're on to something. Look how that changed these. Look at all the sparkle. So that's going to be a great combination to use the Wink of Stella with the Ohuhu markers. That is going to be awesome. Love it. Okay, so I showed you the page that I'm doing in this, and now let me show you. I have so much on my desk, I'm so sorry. I'm rambling and trying to keep my desk somewhat clear anyway. I have committed to doing a page in nature mandalas, and so I went ahead and started this page, and I'm using Arteza Ink Onyx fine liner pens. Now, this is my first mandala. If you have seen my previous videos, you'll remember that I kind of shied away from the mandalas because probably just ignorance, to be honest, because I wound up loving doing this. I think the repetition is what bothered me. I'm kind of an abstract thinker and artist, and having, you know, everything in its place, I think just weirded me out for whatever reason. Again, it's just ignorance. But I wound up using the Ink Onyx pens, and then I used 2 Prismacolors, the Cobalt Blue and I believe it was Midnight Blue, to do a darker background along the sides and then fade in the center. And I have gone in and used an Art and Fly alcohol marker. See if that's a little wet. And after I've done the colored pencil, I go in and smooth out some of the line work with this marker, this alcohol marker. And notice it's not picking up the Ink Onyx colors, and it's blending nicely. There's no transfer. The nice thing about the alcohol markers, the blendable ones, is too, if you go over something you've done, it does depend on the medium. Of course, you could smear some of your work, but what I like is that if you got your pencil on the ink, for instance, if you just go over it a little bit, it clears it up. And I like being able to fix mistakes because, you know, coloring is not a perfect, well, I guess it could be a perfect process for someone, but it certainly isn't for me. And so I just go around and see, I've touched that bright pink and it didn't move on to the rest of that area. I can go over the brown and the blue at the same time. So yeah, this is just one of the processes that I do in my pages. And I said I wanted to use the Ohuhu metallic white on here, and there's some tiny, tiny little, let me try to show you right here. There's tiny little flowers here, and I want to see if I can make them white. Let me take my glasses off because I'm one of those that has to take the glasses on, put the glasses on, take the glasses off. Otherwise I can't see. And there's some here too. Just putting little dots. And there's some, this I could also use for the tops of the mushroom. Make that metallic. Yeah, it works as a nice white pen over your ink or colored pencil. This is a good find. I know I have those flowers somewhere else, I think. Yes. Let's do it here. Okay, let me bring this up close so you can see. Right here and right here. See if you can see the white. I don't know if the camera is going to let you see it. I think I will probably, I'm going to do something dangerous. I'm going to hold it up and dot it. And here on the mushrooms. See, dangerous. Yeah. So there it is on the mushrooms, right there. So yeah. That's this page, and I have to take back all of my whinging and whining about mandalas because I'm a fan. Now, maybe a fan of these mandalas. I'll see if I'll branch out into other mandalas after this one. But this one I need to let dry, let that white marker dry. And the alcohol marker as well. And I have my sheet under, my plastic sheet. So I just have minimal transfer. Nothing went totally through the page. All clear. So yeah. That's what I'm up to on that page. And so let me share with you this whip from Karolina Kubikowska, sorry, on the other side of the dream. I started this one, and I have used Faber-Castell gelatos and some watercolor and some sparkly Mod Podge on the gems. And the last thing that I'm gonna do is take a white marker, an acrylic marker, and go over all of my lines here on the edges to make them more crystal looking. But I wanted to get the rest of the coloring in. And I did use, after I used the gelatos, I did a fixative spray and then went in with, see, as far as pencils, there were Prismacolors on this, yeah. So yeah, so not finished with this page, but figured I would share. And I tell you what, maybe I might even, with the Ohuhu white metallic marker, I might do that one instead of this. So who knows? Maybe I'll try it out and see how it goes. But yeah, that's another one of the 20 some odd that I'm trying to finish in this book. All right, and then I think what I have for you is a haul of books. So let me put my goodies here away. You know what, before that, let me show you something else. I got these super cute washi tapes. They are sparkly avocados from mirabyler.com. She's a YouTuber artist. And see if you can see the shimmer. These are the best washi tapes. They don't take off the paper when you remove them. And they have the glitter on there, so it's cute while you're using them. And here it says guac. It's super cute. There's one right there. Isn't it cute? So yeah, I got several of these and gave a couple to my granddaughter. One is that I don't have right here with me, but it's paintbrushes. So you can get those at mirabyler.com. And she had also, when I ordered from her, gave me a print of her painting that she did. I thought that was cute as a thank you. And mirabyler.com. She has very cute designs and great quality washi tape if you are interested. Okay, to the books. Let's start out with Kirby Rosanis' World of Color. When I heard that he was going to take a break, maybe temporarily or permanently, on coloring books, I decided to go ahead and get this book. I know that it has some of the images from the other books, and I'm happy with that personally, because knowing that he's not going to do any for a while makes me kind of sad, because I love his books. I have, let's see, Fragile World. Well, actually, let me look at my collection here. Some of these are in my November to-dos. So I have Imagimorphia. And this is a later book that I think that I got to. I haven't colored a ton in them. I kind of have been savoring them. The sparkle Mod Podge on this. Yeah, this is early on when I didn't use a sheet underneath, and whatever pens I used, which I forget which ones I used, they bled through. But that's also a good reason to have either a duplicate copy or to have some of these pages in other books. And of course did the same thing to the other page. So I've essentially not totally ruined. I could probably still pull something off on them, but might be tough. So yeah, and remember, I'm a newer colorist, so I'm not going to have tons of these pages done yet, but when I think about coloring, I do think Kirby Rosanis, but then I color in other books. And I think one of the reasons is because I did bleed through on these pages. I was like, I don't want to ruin my books. So that's Fragile World. And then Color Morphia is a new one that I got. And I had done this page I'm still working on, and I did have bleed through on this. So, you know, that's probably fixable, truly. But yeah, you know, when you, because I experiment in my books. I'm not super careful because I want to experiment, and there's that page. So I could do something like that and have black on here to cover some of this. And sometimes I enjoy the challenge of fixing them. Initially, if I see that something's bled through, obviously it's devastating, but you know, it's coloring. You're supposed to enjoy it and have fun, so that's the important thing to do. So I have this as a whip to finish. And then Mythic World, I have this 2-page spread that I need to finish, that I showed for the November pages I want to finish. And I'm probably going to do this in a separate video so that you can see my process for doing this. So that's this one, and that's the first page. I just got this book. So yeah, I had I had Fragile World, and I feel like I'm missing one, but anyway, that's why when World of Color became available, I was happy to go ahead and get it. So I'm just going to do a real quick flip through. If you haven't seen it, I'll start from the back. So we have the hand picture, the snakes. I'm not too fond of snakes, but I would still color it. Is that a snake or a dragon? Oh, well, dragons I love. There's the monkey, the sloth. This one I have to do in my November. In the other book, which I think I have on the floor, is one of my books that I need to finish for November. One of the pages. So yeah, some of these are in the other books, and I absolutely don't mind, because I'll get an opportunity to either color it twice. Like I've done this one already, and in the other book. And I love the cover page of this. And I've done this one. So yeah, I'm definitely missing a book down there. I just didn't grab it. But I had done this one. And I messed up this page because it was on the other side of, I think, the whale page and the turtle page of the other book. So now I get a fresh start to do this one. So I'm very happy. To be honest, the book is worth it just for me to be able to color that page, because I really, really wanted to color that one. So, more dragons, the rhino. I love his illustrations and artwork. And I'm kind of sad that he's not going to continue to do coloring books for now anyway, but good luck to him, because he's amazing. So whatever he does, I'm sure it'll be gold in the future. Okay, so on to newer things. I went ahead and got the Disney Princesses color by number book. And I had resisted for a while, like I did on mandalas, to get these books because it's so tiny. All these little things are so tiny. Like, can you see how tiny that is? And it's a big book. So, but I do have several pens now that won't bleed through, that are fine liners. So that's the only reason why I got, because I don't think that I could, well, I won't say that I can't, but I probably wouldn't prefer to use a pencil. I know you can, and I might try. But, and as far as alcohol marker on here, I know some people do use it, but ooh, I would be scared about bleeding these small little areas. So, and if you don't want to see the solutions to these, then please look away. I'll give you a moment. But here are some of the princesses. Oh, ooh, I love the castle. Ariel. Love Ariel. Pocahontas. So yeah, I figured I would start out with the princesses and see how I do. But what a beautiful book, and I will definitely have to dedicate some time to get one of these done. Not in November. Maybe December, but I'm not making any promises. So that is Disney Princesses by Hachette Heroes. And I will put a link to all these books, so no worries. This came from a book depository that I had ordered, and I forgot to translate it before I sat down to do this video. So I do apologize for that, but again, I will put the link in there for you. And so it's just a small little coloring book. And you have postcard value here, and you have 2 of the same on each page. And I just thought they were cute little illustrations to color. Nothing big like the ones that I've been working on recently. And so, yeah, I thought they were super cute and wanted to give them a try. And I have family that live in Florida and Georgia. And sometimes I think of like, well, I could do something artful and send it for Christmas or whatnot. And I thought, well, even really all throughout the year, it would be nice to be able to color one of these and send them to family so that they could know that I'm thinking about them and that I took, you know, the time to do the art. So, well, not the illustration, but, you know, the coloring. I do some of my own art, but I just thought this was a really cute idea to be able to send to family outside of Florida. Excuse me, Pennsylvania. So yeah, super, super cute. Love it. And it's just a nice size. So again, I wish I had translated it, but I will put it in the description, okay? And then from Book Depository, I needed to get on board with Christina Vogls' book. From Top, I've seen, I have several of the Top books already, so it was a natural progression for me to go to this kind of book. And the first pages are little instructionary, color wheels, but I love the illustrations. Super cute. You have some smaller ones, some fuller pages. I know a lot of you who like mushrooms, fairies, those are here. Stylistically, it reminds me a little bit of Hannah Carlson. Very, very, oh, I love this one with the paintbrush. So yeah, I know there's some flip throughs already on YouTube, so I won't do a full one, but aren't these sweet? I love all the little facial expressions. Gorgeous. So cute. Oh, look at this little one in a ladybug costume. That's so sweet. So yes, I'm on board with this, and I love that they give you the bookmarks. That helps out a lot too. So yep, Christl Vogls, and that was from Book Depository. And then because I got the last book, she also did this book, and so I decided to get this one too. The publisher I think though is Einhorn. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'll show you some of these. You have some bigger, similar illustrations to the one that we have before. We have some grayscale. Lots of fairies, butterflies. I saw on one of the Facebook coloring groups that a lot of people are looking for like non-Kirby Rosannas or Halloweeny type, you know, books. And these are a nice alternative, of course. Excuse me, just throat's dry. But how sweet is this? Oh, I just love the ladybug costume. And, you know, the paper is nice. I would say it feels slightly shiny. I should say it looks shiny, but you know what I mean. It's slippery. Not quite cardstock, but close to it. So yeah, that's what this book is about. And there's a finished page. Not by me. But yeah, I think these are so cute, and it'll be nice to have in my collection, and I look forward to coloring in it. So that's that. So I'm going to say that das Kräuter-Elfen Malbuch. I probably obliterated all that, but I did attempt it. And let me put this in here. And then this one by Lizzie Mary Golan, The Magical City. I love this cover. I love that you get this to color too with the thick paper. And Penguin Books publishes this. Let me break in this spine a little bit. Okay. There we go. This is a book for anyone who wishes to look beyond the gray city and see the true magic and grace of our world. Behind every dark building, across each muddy river, there is gentle beauty. Stop and breathe, see the birds in the sky, savor the scent of the air. In being present, even the darkest of cities can shine with the pure and simple joy of being alive. In these pages, you'll find different spaces, different places. They're yours now. Enjoy them, love them, and bring their magic into your world. And that's a cute page to color as well. And it says here, see how many of these you can find. 3 dragons, 18 birds, 2 rats, 2 lions, a seal, so on and so forth. Now, I'm not normally a Zentangly fan, but I really do like this book. I like the quirkiness of it, and that probably goes to more of my abstract mind. Like, I'm totally not bothered that that building is not straight at all. Or these. I think that a lot of fun could be done in these pages. And it's great paper, even though you are having illustrations on both sides, it's a good paper. I just think it's super cute. And I say cute too much, but I think we're beyond correcting that. So I love all the wavy, and I don't know, this book speaks to me. I think it's lots of fun. Moulin Rouge. So yeah, let me give you a quick flip of the rest. Well, I like the blacked out windows. That could be fun with starry skies. Antiques. I love that even just this is done on that page. It might bother some people. Let me know in the comment if this book is a yes or a no for you. I just really love it. I just love it. And it's okay if you don't like it to comment that you don't. But I'm always looking for something a little different every now and then to color. Look at this. This face. That's funny. I think I see, is it maybe one of the things you're supposed to find? I don't know. But yeah, I just think it's cool. It looks fun. Very whimsical. And it tells you where all the things were. But yeah. And then you have this pull out here too. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I thought so. And it has the shiny shimmeries on the front. The magical city. It is magical. And I would have fun coloring one just like this too. So yeah, stoked about that one. And then I went ahead and broke down and ordered these from Amazon from Camellia Angelkova. And this is the 50 Safari miniatures. And I'll go from the back, sorry. And in the back here, it shows some of the other miniature series that she's done. I saw on Amazon when I was looking through the pictures that they were more simplified pictures. And you see that I like some very detailed type illustrators. And I do tend to lean into those more, maybe to challenge myself or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's too much challenge to try to get done in a month's time with other pages. But I thought with being able to alternate and do maybe a double page spread and then do something like this would be very nice for me to have that choice. Oh, look how cute. Got so tired after doing art. I can relate. But yeah, you know, cute little illustrations, fun to do, all different sorts. This is, of course, the Safari version. I just like the idea of being able to do something more simplified. It doesn't mean that it needs to be colored more simplified, but you know, smaller illustrations are nice sometimes. So yeah, so that's 50 Safari miniatures. And then I got 50 Ocean miniatures by the same illustrator. And I just think that's so cute. And so obviously these are going to be ocean creatures. Look at the puffer fish as balloons and the crab is holding it. I love the eyes. Super cute seahorses. I mean, so cute, honestly. Yeah, that's super sweet too. Oh, family of seals. Oh, isn't she glamified? That one would be fun. They're all cute. I don't know what else to say. Cute, sweet, fun, entertaining. That's 50 Ocean miniatures. And then 50 Winter and Christmas Fairy houses. And these are more full-paged, but they're blown up more, the illustrations. I want to say that I kind of like the two other books better because they don't have the line, but then I also like the line. So, this is probably one I'm going to color. I like this one with the poinsettias. There's a snow globe. I know there's been quite a few flip throughs on these books, but just for those who may not have seen others. There's a cute little gnome. I think these books would also be great for practicing your mediums, like, because they're one-sided. and you can always use a plastic sheet, report cover. That's what these are, report cover sheets. And just practice different medias on them and see what you like to use together and what pencils you like and different papers. I like to do those kinds of experiments. So I know some people will swear off Amazon printed books, but they do have their use. And if they're not useful to you, then obviously, you know, that's anyone's choice. But I do like it for being able to try out the different mediums that I have in my art room, and makes me feel better when I'm using the things that I've purchased, and I don't always in the more complicated books. So, am I making any sense? I hope I am. What do you think? Please leave a comment. Like, what are your favorite kinds of coloring books? And how fussy might you be about paper quality? I've been able to do quite a bit on Amazon printed paper because I do put the sheet underneath. You know, using alcohol markers. If you wanted to do something that was, you know, a little easier on you and less time, alcohol markers are great in these. Any pencil work is good on these. As far as pens, markers, paints, you know, you do have to be a little careful, water-based, but there's still lots of things that you can do. Sorry, I was keeping it on that same page. But yeah, I think these are adorable, and I definitely will color in here. And that's fun, this sleigh house. So yeah, I think that is it for the coloring books. And then I wound up getting a couple of books from ThriftBooks, and I wanted to do some painting of my own, and I saw this painting the effects of weather. Many moons ago, I wanted to be a meteorologist, so this spoke to me. I did not take this from the library. This was on ThriftBooks. Anyway, we have Patricia Seligman is the author. Painting the Effects of Weather. We have introductory pages, and I love that. Coping with the weather, what to take. After exploring the darker mid-tone grays, further subtle mid-tones are created as in the foreground by lightly running the flat side of the pastel over the textured paper. So that's in pastel. There's watercolor, acrylics, oils. So there's many different mediums in here. Oil acrylic. Although simplified for this exercise, the colored grays in these clouds make rich shadows. And look how the pastel one starts out. Payne's gray, cerulean blue. So yeah, I just wanted this for my own, you know, library of art books, so that I can sit down sometimes, not do a coloring page, but do something on my own. And that's why I got this book. And it has lots of pretty pictures in it and lots of illustrations with instructions. Talks about quality of light, the time of day, the time of year, about your shadows. I just think it's an all-around good book for the effects of weather. And another ThriftBooks purchase was Plein Air painting. Now, many months ago, prior to coloring, I had purchased a, let me just show you. a plein air box by Ohuhu. And let me just show you what this is. Okay, so, and let me remember. Okay, so you wind up putting like a piece of canvas here or paper or whatnot, and you have teeth so that they fit in there. And then here you have a mixing board and a little areas to keep things, as well as behind here you'll see the hole. That's for a tripod. So I wanted to do some outdoor drawings and some acrylic work, oils. So you can use a tripod and go out, and I have a camper van I converted from a Ford F-250, E250, sorry, E-Series. And so I planned on taking this out and doing that, but I had not done it yet. So I wanted, let me just fix this so that it goes in there and closes. Let me pull this down. There we go. Anyway, it's able to be transported, and I have a bag for it. I have my supplies. I have a bag that I created with some of the Prima marketing, some washi tape, and what else do I have in here? I have a Pilot parallel pen that I haven't used yet. And these have the little ring. So you can go in there and have at it. So I had plans on, by the way, this Pilot pen also has all of these colors. So, but I wanted to wait till I actually went out to use it. And it is winter, and it is actually snowing out today, so it won't be today. But something I may pick up and do, because I have my van equipped with everything that I need. I can have food, drinks, and there's even a queen size bed in there. So taking this along wouldn't be a problem at all. And you have some of these and the bands to keep it sturdy so it doesn't go anywhere. And then one of these fits around like this. I want to say this is a Pashab box, but I'm probably wrong. I forget my words sometimes. It's the cost of getting old, I suppose. Don't you agree? So yeah, I have this with a tripod. And so I wanted to get this plein air painting book here. Here we go. This is what it's supposed to look like. Similar to that. Here they are here. And there's one. French easel. So yeah, there's a lot of instructional material in this book. And we have lots of mountains around here and rivers and lakes. And I thought that I would try to do some landscape work, and that's Plein Air Painting in Watercolor and Oil by Frank Lalumia. And then I got from ThriftBooks The Artist in Nature. Thomas Kinkade and the Plein Air Tradition by M. Stephen Doherty, with an introduction and commentary by Thomas Kinkade. Rest in peace, Thomas Kinkade. I never did get one of your originals. Suffice it to say, even just to look at this book, I think, is just a nice way to spend time. But it does have the historical overview of plein air tradition, combining nature and imagination in art, a brief biography of Thomas Kinkade, materials and techniques for the plein air painter, and seascapes to cities, the challenge of painting the great outdoors. And there he is, combining nature and imagination in art, a brief biography of Thomas Kinkade. Oh, look, how sweet. Oh, there he is, doing his thing. So that's what my box can do. So yeah, here's his. There's, see, it's on a tripod. Oh, I thought that would be fun. He shows his equipment, his palettes of colors. Oh no, I just think it's a great book to have, even just to look at the pictures if you're not interested in plein air painting. But it's nice also to have some of the demonstration and instruction in here. And look how beautiful that is. I love that. From seascapes to cities, the challenge of painting the great outdoors. So yeah, beautiful pictures in here, paintings, lots of inspiration in here, structures, cottages, lighthouses. I used to have his lighthouse plates many years ago. So yeah. And there is Thomas Kinkade, the painter of light. So that's it. That is what I've been up to, what I'm currently doing, some new supplies, and from Book Depository, ThriftBooks, and Amazon, if I didn't mention. And I will link everything below if you're interested or curious. And until next time, I hope you all have a great weekend, and happy coloring to you. Bye-bye.